So the next proposal we have here is from Harrison, and it's called the Platts platform, and it's an all-in-one events platform that facilitates seamless ADA rewards and ADA crowd sponsorship in the Cardano ecosystem. Now, this is something that's I think is needed because we need more real-life events and even virtual events as well. And incentivizing people to join, participate is probably a nice way of engaging with people and attracting more people in the ecosystem. So, Harrison, take it away.
Okay, thank you. So, hello guys, my name is Harrison, and I'm from Team Platts, and we're building a Cardano event platform. So this is basically everything that you need to know. I want to share a little bit about our mission. So we at Platts, we believe that the traditional layer of the Web 2, is not going anywhere, and blockchain is here to stay. And we will continue to go to events as long as we stay humans. But we found that these tools and these worlds are being divided somehow, and people are focusing a lot on pushing their products. There are those who work on blockchain and say that, well, people won't be living in real life anymore. Everybody's going to live online. But we don't agree with that. We think different worlds are going to coexist, and we want to bridge these worlds together. So our mission is to bridge Web 2, Web 3, and the real world through hybrid events, which are in-person events that have some connection with the internet and with blockchain. And we have been building this, have been on this mission since December 2021, and we've had three MVPs. We have one app on Android and one on iOS, and a web service. You guys can check that out by scanning that QR code over there. And what we're doing with this with Project Catalyst and with Fund 10 is that so far we haven't built a lot of Web3 infrastructure, and we wanted to take this chance to start with blockchain, with Cardano. We got to know about Project Catalyst, and we found that there's something that we can offer the Cardano ecosystem as well. And the first thing that we found, which is also the first thing that we want to build, is the no-code ADA crowd sponsor. So we found that a lot of Cardano-related in-person events are very dependent on Project Catalyst. And Project Catalyst takes a long time to set up, to submit proposals and edit, and it would take event organizers at least 4 months. And they can run into the risk of not getting funded for the events. For those who are new, it's already hard enough, and for those who already got funded in previous funds, Fund 8, Fund 9, there's a chance that they won't get funded, and they have to halt and stop their already beautifully run streak of events. And so it's going to be a very simple, no-code, front-end heavy tool. It won't be too heavy on the blockchain. It's like a very customizable escrow on Cardano. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is the no-code ADA rewarding, ADA NFT ticket functionality. So once you, for example, if you are an ADA stake pool operator, for example, in the US, and you found that there are some events in Vietnam that you want to sponsor, you could sponsor that event using your ADA, and you could also, through our no-code ADA rewarding, set up how much of your sponsored ADA is going to be transferred towards the attendees. And we want to do these two things, very simple. We don't want to make it too complicated for our long-time holders here. You just need to know how to buy ADA and how to connect ADA wallet on your phone and on your browser. And the third thing, which is something that we already been doing, which is to put little fragmented tools such as social task, which is asking attendees to follow Twitter, join Telegram, join Discord. Booth task, such as generate some QR code and ask users to scan it, and some mini games such as a quiz, a lucky draw, all in one, all in plats. Because before, well, if you are event organizers, you know that you had to run and search all kinds of tools on the internet, which is very time consuming. Of course, not going to be very fluid for your brand. And we hope that we can do this all with just plats. And for this fund, we hope that our no code ADA crowd sponsor is going to increase the number of and maintain the continuity of the events related to Cardano and increase the sponsored Cardano events. It's going to increase the unique ADA wallets, improve the onboarding process of welcoming new ADA community members, and we hope to reduce the cost and time of organizing events by 50%. Now, that's the long term, that when we finish this, we want to achieve this. But for this fund, we want to set clear and real and modest goals of creating an easy-to-use app, which is secured. And during this the process of 8 months, we hope we can serve about 20 events from small to large, and about 5,000 attendees to test and give us feedback for the app. And so we have our team of 6. We have released our MVPs. I can let me show you how our product worked in the past. Please check out this video. Right. So that's the video of our MVP showcase. Now, if you wonder what the crowd sponsor is going to look like, I could show you a rough version on the web. It's going to look quite similar to Kickstarter. I use this with, I changed the Kickstarter UI as well for this one. Quite straightforward with description, with different sponsor packages. You can sponsor without a reward, with a silver package, gold, diamonds. And over here we have built another simple version on our app. And so this is how it's going to look on the mobile app. Right, so you could choose to sponsor packages. Right.
It looks pretty easy and straightforward.
Yeah, it is. We wanted to make sure that it's as simple and as easy to use as possible for Cardano community members. So thank you all for listening.
All right, thank you, Harrison. Did go over time a little bit, but that's okay. It just cuts into the question time a little bit. So anyway, I think this is a great way to onboard users that aren't crypto native onto Cardano, because the people like attending events, there might be a speaker or something that they want to see, and just having the platform, the events platform, integrated in with blockchain, having the ticketing with NFTs and everything around it, is a really nice way of getting people involved and exposed to it without them really knowing the fact. So I think it's a really good way that you guys have done it.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's what we're trying to. Those are also the target audience that we're trying to target as well.
Now, it sounds like you guys have a wealth of experience in designing apps and doing development already. Is that correct? I'm making an assumption there.
Well, actually, this is our first first, full-fledged product. The team is actually uh, we're like we're working part time on this. So our CEO, our founder, uh, he's the head of IT outsourcing company. So well, we have him. He's been Marcus. He's been working, building products for other companies, of course. But the rest of the team, so Thomas is our CTO. He takes care of the blockchain and smart contracts, and he had been building back end for edtech companies. Um, so, well, we had experience, but this is something that we haven't done a whole lot. So since December 2021, it was the height of Bitcoin. Um, so it's like our tread, first step into blockchain, and it's been an on and off development ever since.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
a
Well,
continuous thing.
yes. Well, there's one aspect of building on chain and writing the smart contracts, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more: the design, the UI, the off-chain code, the front-end interfaces, and everything else around it. So, it's good to know that you guys do have experience in working in the tech space in general. So, be able to deliver on all those other aspects as well. It's there's so much to it all. So, it's a never-ending process. Now, I do like the idea of the NFT ticketing itself. It kind of creates a secondary market for this. Is this something that you're intending, or was the NFT ticketing just purely to be able to authenticate the user against the ticket, or did you actually? Because the secondary markets of NFT ticketing is something that always worries me. Like people can, so one person go in and buy all the tickets and then start selling them at an inflated price on a secondary marketplace. Have you guys looked into that, or intend to block it, or anything like that?
Well, I think the NFT ticket thing is not new. A lot of I see that a lot of events, not just on Cardano, that have done this. I think on the Ethereum they've done this a lot already. Um, so when we talk about ADA NFT ticket, we think about a simple, like a reward for the event goers, not necessarily, a ticket that is tradable. Of course, it is tradable, but that's not what we're not building a marketplace. And so what we are doing here is to create a no-code platform where our event organizers could go ahead and generate their own NFT tickets, special tickets for VIPs, for uh, turn them into a collectible, like a souvenir for each event, like a simple proof of participation. And of course, you could trade it, but that's not what we are super focused on, because then we have to
Yeah.
care
Okay.
about create a marketplace, and how we will make sure that these NFTs could be listed and tradable on JPEG Store or different Cardano NFT marketplaces. I think that's what we can say.
Yeah. Okay. I guess it comes down to the event organizer as well, how they want to run their event and how the utility of the NFT comes into play as well. So if the
Yeah.
NFT has no utility, then you don't have to worry about that secondary market coming into play. So if the utility isn't your entry ticket or something, then I think that's okay. All right. Last question here. I know it's on the slide, but just want to highlight it. The timeline for delivering it and the costs. I can see it there, but just mention it so that people are aware.
Okay. So our project is divided into 6 milestones over 8 months. We are we say that we start when we get funded October 1st, but we're still developing anyway. So and the closeout date is June 1st, 2024. we make sure that we have made sure that all the milestones are within the rules of Fund 10. Um, I think the heaviest is on month two and month third, and the last 2 months. The on month second and month third, we I can't remember what we're building, but the ADA crowd sponsor and all the testing are done on the last 2 months. Yeah, so that's basically the our milestone, and we are asking for 280,500 ADA for this one.
Which works out roughly to that
Well, can I say,
90,000 USD mark,
yeah,
which I think is reasonable for a no code DApp of this size as well. So I think it's a nice amount of funding.
we actually looked at quite a few other proposals, and we found that our cost is actually quite reasonable compared to others. So, viewers could definitely check that out.
All right, brilliant, Harrison. I'll make sure all the links and everything and all the references are in the show notes so that people can find out a little bit more about your proposals and hopefully give it a little bit of support in a vote in the upcoming Fund 10 voting rounds. So thank you, Harrison.
Thank you, Peter. Thanks, everyone, for listening.